Good evening and welcome to the live and interactive quizzing session, Qriosity conducted by THiNC Institute of Design. So we are back with yet another quiz. So let's wait for some participants to join. You can see on the screen the game pin 801088880. That is the game pin. So those who are already aware of the gaming process, you can enter this game pin and you can get entry to the quiz. So let's wait for some more participants to join. After that, we'll be starting the session. For those who are not aware of the gaming process, I'll just explain how you have to play this quiz in a while. All right, so we have Mayamai. Welcome Mayamai to the session. Let's wait for some more participants to join. All right, we have Lena. Welcome Lena. So today's game pin is 8010880. That is the game pin for today's session. So first we'll be having a demo session. This is the game pin for the demo session. So after that, we'll be moving on to the real quiz. All right, so I'll just briefly explain how you have to play this quiz. So initially what you have to do is, if you're using a mobile device, you have to download the Kahoot app from Android or Apple Store. So after downloading and opening the app, you have to enter the game pin. Game pin is displayed in the screen, 8010880. That you have to enter in your Kahoot app. So at that time, you'll be given entry to this game. So if you don't have an extra mobile device, still you can play this game. So how you can play this game is you have to open in your computer, you have to open two browsers. In one browser, you have to open the Kahoot website, that is www.kahoot.it, and in another browser, you have to open our YouTube Live. So that is how you have to play this game. So if you don't have an extra browser, still you can play this game. So you make use of the split screen option in your computer. So in one screen, you can open the Kahoot website, www.kahoot.it. There also you have to enter the same game pin only, 8010880. And in another screen, you can open our YouTube Live. So that's how the process goes. So we have more participants: Sanju, Malavika, Gran, Shahina, Hanan, Yuvraj, Lakshman, AK, Nandana, Sahla, Devapriya, Lena, BMI. All right, welcome all to the session. So why I'm saying that your YouTube Live is important, because YouTube Live is the only source for your questions and options. And no other the questions and options won't be displayed anywhere else in the in your quiz. So in your Kahoot app or in your Kahoot website, kahoot.it, only the options, only the color codes will be visible. Color codes and the corresponding shape codes will only be visible. So that is why following the YouTube Live is important. So make sure that in one device or in one browser, you're opening the Kahoot YouTube Live, and in another one, you're opening the Kahoot app. Okay. All right. So we have Kannan, Prathamesh, Abhishek, Ananya, Leah, Sanju, Malavika, Gran, Shahina, Hanan. All right. So I think we can start the session. So first, we'll be having a demo session. After that, we'll be moving on to the real quiz. So I think we can start the demo session. So if you're ready for the demo session, you can enter ready in the chat box. At that time, we can start the demo session. So after that, we'll be starting the real quiz. Real quiz, another game pin will be generated. Again, you have to redo the same process with a new game. All right. So if you're ready for the session, just enter ready in the chat box. All right. Mayamai is ready. The demo game pin Yuvraj is ready. Anna is ready. Malavika is ready. All right. So I think we can start the quiz. So here comes your first question in the demo session. All right. So in the screen, you can see the first question: who designed the Hyder Relief Center at Azerbaijan? So here you can see that below you can see 4 options are also there: Louis Khan, Charles Fourier, Saha, these Rajlevel, all options are there. And here you can see that all of them are having different color codes. Different color codes are there, and different shape codes are also there. So in your Kahoot app or in your Kahoot website, you'll be able to see only this color codes and shape codes. Okay. So make sure that you are watching the YouTube Live so that you'll be able to see all the questions. Okay. Left side, you can see the timer running. Right side, you can see how many of you have already attended the questions. Okay. All right. So if you still have any doubts, you can ask it in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. All right, time's up. So the correct answer is Saha Hadid. Saha Hadid is the correct answer. So you can see that the correct option is being highlighted and all other options are being faded out. Okay. So now let's move on to the scoreboard. Scoreboard is a place where you'll be seeing who all has come to the top spot. So now let's move on to the scoreboard. All right, so this is a scoreboard. Here you can see that Sahala has come to the top spot with 990 points. And second spot, we have Gargi. Third, we have Faris. Fourth, we have Prathamesh. And fifth, we have Anantu. So left side, you can see the toppers, and right side, you can see the corresponding scores also. Okay. All right. So we have one more question remaining in the demo session. So let's move on to the second question. All right. So same process here. You can see in the screen. Second question has popped up, and again 4 options you can see in the screen. So if you still have any doubts, just make use of the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. Just shoot your questions in the chat box. All right, so we have the answers. So A is the correct option. Here you can see that A is being highlighted and all of the options have been grayed out. So now we'll be moving on to the final result screen, that is the podium. So let's move on to the podium and see who all has come to the top spots. So here you can see the third spot goes to Gargi with 1973 points. Second, we have again 199373 points. Faris, and first we have Sahla. And we have runners up also, Lakshman and Prathamesh. They are the runners ups. Okay. All right. So now let's move on to the real quiz. Real quiz, again, a new game pin will be generated in the real quiz. So again, you have to enter the game pin, and you have to again redo the same process. So today's topic is architectural awareness. So we'll be having 15 questions on architectural awareness. All right, the new game pin has been generated. So here you can see that the game pin is 9956637. That is a new game pin. Again, you have to repeat the same process. You have to enter this game pin, and at that time you'll be given entry to the quiz. So let's wait for some participants to join. We have Ampika, Prathamesh, Beluga, Malavika, AK, Diya, Nans, Yuvraj, Abhishek, Sanju, Saya, Arya, Sahla, Devapriya, Hannat, Leah, Mayamai, Agnes, Shirin, Nandana, Hanna, Gran, Lakshman, Lena, JC, Caroline, Hermione, Duracell, Betsy. So if you still have any doubts after the session or after the demo session also, if you're still having any questions, if you are still having any doubts, shoot it in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. So the new game pin also, you can see it in the chat box. Okay, you can copy it from there. So once again, I'm reminding today's topic is architectural awareness. So we have more participants join. I'll randomly pick some names: Aisha, Anandu, Varsha, Isana, Faris, Arya, Gargi, Ananya, Nida, Laurie Baker, Duracell, Betsy, Hermione, Hanan, Akshay. Josh has asked one question: how should we prepare for architectural awareness? Architectural awareness is basically general knowledge only. So basically, it will be having questions regarding architects. The famous works will be there. Important architectures will be there. Monuments will be there. And other than that, whatever news regarding architecture is there in the current affairs, that will also be asked. So mostly questions will be coming from that part only. So visual identification is also important. You have to ensure that you're not missing out you are able to identify the major architectures also around the world, India as well as around the world. So that kind of questions will be there. Some questions can be asked regarding the parts in architecture. For example, the Mughal architecture and all, some parts will be there. So that will also be asked like that. So this is how you have to prepare for this architectural awareness part mostly. Okay, so make sure that you're not missing the current affairs part. Current affairs part is very important regarding architecture. Okay, all right. So I hope that's clear, Josh. All right, we have Malavika, Aisha, Nias, Teresa, Spade, Atira, Akshay, Hanan, Anantu. So if you are ready for the session, just send a ready in the chat box so that we can start the session. Once again, the game pin is 99566637. That is a game pin. Okay. All right, Faris is ready, Malavika is ready, Hina is ready, Fatima, Yuvraj, Josh is ready, Dia is ready. Right, so let's wait for some more seconds. After that, we will be starting the session. So even after we start the session, also you can still enter the game. You can enter the same process only. You can enter the game pin 99566637. You can enter and you can join the game. So if you still have any doubts, just ask it in the chat box. We'll be happy to help you. Aishwarya, Abhishek, Arts. So, all right. So I think we can start the session. In the count of three, 3, 2, 1. And here comes your first question in Qriosity Quiz. All right, so we have the answers. Almost everybody has answered it correctly. Only Bodh Gaya. Where is India's largest statue of the reclining Buddha being installed? Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya is very famous for its Mahabodhi temple complex. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which was built to mark the site where Buddha got enlightenment. Okay. All right, so that's regarding the first question. So let's move on to the scoreboard and see who all has come to the top. And we have Anantu on the top with 922 points. And second, we have Shirin. Third, we have Tarshi. Fourth, we have Malavika Vipin. And fifth, we have Dia. And Anantu has grabbed the top spot with 922 points. And Shirin with 918 points. All right, so now let's move on to the second question. All right, time's up. So HUTCO is an organization working on housing development. HUTCO is Housing and Urban Development Corporation of India Limited, and that is a statutory body under the ownership of Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Almost everybody has answered it correctly. So now let's move on to the scoreboard again. Well, we have a new topper here. Shirin is the new topper with 184745 points. Second, we have Tashi with 1803. Third, we have Nias. Fourth, we have Anthony Godi. And fifth, we have Dia. So that's how the scoreboard looks. So now let's move on to the next question. All right. So our Himalayan neighbor, Bhutan. Bhutan is called the land of thunder dragon. So let's move on to scoreboard again. Again, we have a new topper here. Dia is a new topper with 2612 points. Second, we have Hannat with 2588. Third, we have Prathamesh. Fourth, we have Laurie Baker. Fifth, we have Faris TM. And we have a new climber also, Teresa. Teresa is the highest climber, climbing at 15 places in the scoreboard. So once again, if anybody is out of this game, still you can be part of this game. You can enter the game pin and join this game. Like so, let's move on to the next question. Here comes your fourth question. All right, time's up. So which of the following is related to Buddhism? Buddhism, which one is Stupa? Stupa is related to Buddhism, and Stupa is a Buddhist commemorative monument, usually used for housing the sacred relics of people, saintly person, and mostly in the case of Buddha. All right, so most of you have answered it correctly. Now let's move on to the scoreboard. Dia is on the top with 3516 points. Second, we have Hannat. Third, we have Prathamesh. Fourth, we have Laurie Baker. And fifth, we have Hermione. So three players have just hit the answer streak of three correct answers in it. So now let's move on to the next question. All right, a single block of stone shaped into a pillar of monument is called monolithic. From the name itself, you can guess. I think mono means one, no, single, like that. Okay, most of you have answered it correctly. So let's see the scoreboard. Again, the on the sorry, we have a new topper here. Hannat. Hannat is a new topper with 4339 points. Second, we have Hermione. Third, we have Shirin. Fourth, we have Nias, and fifth, we have Beluga. And three players again, they have hit the answers become three correct answers in a row. So let's move on to next question. All right, time's up. So Rashtrapati Bhavan has been decided which style. It is a classical style. Classical style means that kind of architecture which is more or less derived from the principles of Greek and ancient Greek and Roman architecture. So that is called classical style, and Rashtrapati Bhavan has been built on that kind of architecture. Okay, let's move on to scoreboard again. Again, we have her new topper. Hermione is the new topper here with 4660 points. Second, we have Shirin. Third, we have Beluga. Fourth, we have Nias. And fifth, we have Malavika. Again, new climber. Leah is a new climber, climbing up 8 places in the scoreboard. All right, moving on to the next question. All right, time's up. So which among the following architect is famous for fluidic buildings? Fluidic buildings, it is Zaha Hadid. Zaha Hadid is a British Iraqi architecture artist and designer. You have seen in the demo session also. Famous for her Hyder Aliyev Center in Azerbaijan. All right, so let's move on to the scoreboard again. Again, we have a new topper here. Shirin has come to the top spot again with 5554 points. Second, we have Hermione. Third, we have Biliga. Fourth, we have Nias. And fifth, we have Malaviga. So four players have just hit the answer streak of three correct answers in it. All right, so let's move on to next question. All right, so who wrote the book Letters to a Young Architect? It is none other than Christopher Benninger. Christopher Charles Benninger, one of India's highly decorated architects and famous for its work, Mahindra United World College and Samudra Institute of Maritime Studies. Okay, let's move on to scoreboard. So Sharon still remains on the top with 6440 points. Second, we have Hermione. Third, we have Beluga. Fourth, we have Arya, and fifth, we have Laurie Baker. So before moving on to the next question, let me remind you regarding your Telegram channel. We are actually having a Telegram channel where we'll be posting updates regarding your examinations and we'll be posting updates regarding our further programs for like quizzes, classes, and all. So the link will be posted in the chat box. So make sure that you're clicking on the link and joining the Telegram channel. All right. So let's move on to the next question. All right, time's up. So which of this is not a residential building? Answer is House of Commons. House of Commons is a lower house of Parliament of UK, United Kingdom. Same like the India's lower house, that is Lok Sabha. Same way, UK is having House of Commons. Okay. All right, moving on to scoreboard. We have a new topper. Again, Herbion has come to the top spot with 7257 points. Second, we have Beluga. Third, we have Arya. Fourth, we have Laurie Baker. And fifth, we have Shirin. So this is a combo breaker. Three players just dropped their answer streak of three correct answers in a row. All right, moving on to next question. So this question will be having double the points. So identify the design firm associated with the design of Antillian Mumbai. It is Perkinson. Perkinson will Antillia is the residence of Mukesh Ambani, India's billionaire, multi-millionaire Mukesh Ambani. His residence, personal residence is Antillia in Mumbai. All right. So let's move on to scoreboard. So we have Tarshiv as a new topper here with 7923 points. Second, we have Laurie Baker. Third, we have Dia. Fourth, we have Mayambai. And fifth, we have Hermione. Okay. So we have a new climber also. Shahina is a new climber, climbing up 18 places in the scoreboard. All right. So let's move on to next question. 11th question. St. Peter's Basilica. The building was St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican. Okay, famous. It was built in the Renaissance time in Vatican. All right, so let's move on to scoreboard again. Tashi is still on the top spot with 8813 points. Second, we have Dia. Third, we have Laurie Baker. Fourth, we have Prathamesh. And fifth, we have Hermione. New climber here, Duracell Betsy is a new climber here, climbing up 7 places. So let's move on to next question. All right, Palace of Assembly in Chandigarh was designed by Lake Obersere. Lake Obersiere's work in Chandigarh is also inscribed in the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Okay. All right, moving on to scoreboard. We have Tashi again on the top with 9750 points. Second, we have Dia. Third, we have Laurie Baker. Fourth, we have Prathamesh. And fifth, we have Aisha. So we have a new climber here, climber also. Anthony Gaudisa, new climber here. So I hope you are liking this content, and if you want to be part of more such cases, just make sure that you're subscribing to our YouTube channel and hit the like button if you like the content. So let's move on to next question. All right, time's up. Tallest building designed by Adrian Smith is located in which of the following city? It is in Dubai. All right, moving on to scoreboard. In the top spot, we have Tashi again with 10,690 points. Second, we have Laurie Baker to 10,351. Third, Dia. Fourth, we have Prathamesh. And fifth, we have Aisha. Ari is back in the game with 3 correct answers in a row. Correct, sir. Let's move on to next question. So authority created for promoting and securing development of Delhi's DDA. DDA is Delhi Development Authority. So let's move on to scoreboard again. Again, Tashi is on the top spot with 11586 points. Second, we have Laurie Baker. Third, we have Prathamesh. Fourth, we have Deanne. Fifth, we have Hermione. Adria is making a comeback in the quiz with 3 correct answers in a row. So now let's move on to the last question. And that will be a bonus question. It will be having double the points. So make sure you're not missing this opportunity. All right, identify the architect who built the Lars Lower Pyramid entrance, and it is IMB. IMB is the correct answer. So almost everybody has answered it correctly. So I hope everybody know about the building also. Okay. All right, so now we'll be moving on to the podium. That is the final result screen where we'll be able to see who all has come to the top spot. So let's move on to the podium. And the third spot with the 12611, we have Prathamesh. Second, we have Laurie Baker. Third, we have, first we have Darshi with 13462 points. And we have runners up B and Hermione. So congratulations to all the winners and thank you to all the participants. So winners may please take the screenshot of your final result screen and send it along with your Instagram ID to our WhatsApp number 8086 11102. So we'll be posting it in our social medias. So once again, congratulations to all the winners and thank you to all the participants. So if you missed to be on the leaderboard this time, don't worry. We'll be having more quizzes. So make sure that you are subscribed to our Telegram channel as well as our YouTube channel. There will be posting the updates regarding further quizzes as well as further programs. So thank you so much for participating. Have a great night.